Let's do a study of this big green caterpillar. Ages ago I filmed a caterpillar like that. A few years ago on YouTube I did. Well, it's eating privet. What else can we say about it? It's got a big sting on its tail. Some Australian caterpillars can sting. I have been stung a couple of times before by different caterpillars. What else can I say about it? It does look rather like a leaf at first glance. I don't want to get my pants wet. The ground's all wet. Oh, it does look a bit like a leaf. That's it. Hold your head up. There's your tail. You've got a pointed tail, so you do look like a leaf overall. I think I'm going to have to get my trousers wet with it if I want to do a good job. Come on, camera, you're too tight. Well, I'll just have to kneel on my knees and get them all wet. Now let's have a look at you. Oh well. You've eaten every bit of privet on that end of that branch, haven't you? Let's have a look at your face. Are they your legs? No, what are they? That's your mouth, I see. You do have eyes somewhere, I trust. I better be careful. I don't want to be stung by that tail. I don't know if it's a stinger, but I have been stung by caterpillars before and I don't want to be stung again. Oh, your eyes. You do have eyes, don't you? Is that a defensive posture? Handheld footage instead. I can't be bothered using the tripod. It's too difficult. Too shaky. There's a view of the caterpillar's mouth. I suppose that's your mouth, is it? Is it your eyes as well? I'll go around the other side in a minute. I have seen these sort of caterpillars on the ground. They will wriggle their way from one location to another. So if you're an entomologist, you might like a close-up view of a caterpillar. Now, there's a little caterpillar emoji on YouTube. I can use that for this video. There's a bit of sunshine on you. There's the shadow of the camera. There's the sting in your tail. So you're eating privet, Chinese privet, the type of privet that comes from China. The large-leafed privet, as it's called. You look a bit like a candy bar. You look a bit like a candy bar. Is that your bottom down there? An entomologist might be interested in this Australian caterpillar. Are you a native caterpillar or are you introduced? It's possible you're an introduced variety. We've got introduced butterflies like the cabbage white and different things. It's pretty, isn't it? It's like a spiral candy bar or candy cane at Christmas time. I could interfere with it. I could put it on the ground and make it wriggle and do all sorts of things for the camera, but things can go wrong. It could get squashed or anything, or it could get injured. It's not worth it. Just for a video. So This is how big it is, folks. Gives you an idea of how big it is. Lepidopterist might be interested anyway. I wonder if it turns into a moth or a butterfly. It's pretty big. I'm not a lepidopterist. I think you do have a pair of tiny eyes, one on either side of your head. This is handheld. This is handheld photography. Is that your eye? Where's your eye? Is that black thing your eye? I think that black thing is your eye. That black thing there, I think that might be your eye. I'm not sure. I have been stung by caterpillars before. A couple of them sting as bad as a bee. They're as bad as a bee sting. They hurt as much as a bee sting. Some caterpillars. Sorry for the jerkiness, but this is handheld. I'm being eaten by mosquitoes as well. Can we look at your tail? Your tail looks like a piece of twig, doesn't it? Not that bit, that's your sting. That's meant to look like a piece of branch, yes, but your bottom, is that your feces? I'm not sure. Your feces looks like a bit of tree. I'm not sure, I can't see properly. A study of a caterpillar anyway. I'm not sure, that might be a bit of twig under its bottom. I can't see properly. I'd need to get my magnifying glass. I can't quite see without going out of focus. Anyway, there's the sting up there. I don't want to be stung by the sting, do I? I don't know if it's a stinging kind, but I have been stung. I suppose it's a bit like the hairy caterpillars. It's just one single hair that's been turned into a sting. Maybe it's not a stinging caterpillar, but I don't want to take any chances. It can be established anyway that it's eaten that branch clean, and it's eaten this branch clean. I can't see any other specimens. It's eaten this branch clean of leaves, and it's eaten this branch here clear, this branch here. So it's eaten a good 3 branches worth. Focus, go on. I'd better leave you to go about your day. Yes, I know I should read the instructions on how to use my camera and to get the best use of it. There's your eye, I think that little tiny thing. I look at the tail. I'm not sure where the branch begins and the tail ends. A caterpillar expert would know all about what I'm filming. It's very beautiful, isn't it, in its own way? I suppose I should try and film the underside. I don't know if that's a sting or not. I don't want to find. I don't want to find out. I'm trying to get a good shot of its legs, but I'm in an awkward position. How to focus and get a good shot of its legs and its underside. Anyhow, I think I should leave you to go about your business for the rest of the day. You've been disturbed enough by me already, haven't you? Well, there we go. Look who else is getting about, having a little sunbath. Look, there are all rings of toadstools everywhere after the rain. Are they called fairy rings or something? I didn't read enough children's books when I was a child. I didn't read any books, actually. I didn't read enough. I should have learnt all those fairy stories and things, but I didn't. There's a huge fairy's ring. It goes a long way. I think they can go for miles. Wasn't there one in America that a toadstool or mushroom or something that goes for miles and miles? I think so. Look at that. After the rain, a huge fairy's ring. A huge fairy's ring. A huge fairy's ring. A huge fairy's ring on a glorious day. Notice how clean the sky is when you don't have all jets everywhere nowadays. Even though the sky is usually clean after the rain, the skies seem cleaner since there aren't all these jets everywhere.